Hello, welcome back to one of our online courses regarding stress and burnout management. Once again, I would like to thank Idereric Innova project for giving me the opportunity to be part of this online course. Well, today's topic, as I have said earlier, is the stress and burnout management. So let's talk about stress. Well, stress is a mean of survival. It helps us being alive. Well, imagine yourself to face an extreme danger as you are walking. Whatever solution you may adapt, stress will prepare you accordingly. In other words, it is a healthy reaction towards an extreme danger that is approaching. So imagine you are chased by that. Or instantly, stress, adrenaline, is a preparation for us to confront the danger that is coming towards us. So what happens when our body is feeling stressed, is feeling the danger coming straight forward to us? Well, the eyes, the pupils are expanding for us to get a better vision. Saliva production is limited. Water conservation to the body and the muscles are tightening and we are ready to act. Blood circulation becomes faster. The muscle system has to be supplied with blood. That gesture is under functioning, saving energy. The breath pace is raising because need to supply body with energy. And the blood is concentrating on the head and the muscles, and the glands are producing even more adrenaline. So it's a state that we are able to defend ourselves and to react on a great danger. When the danger is vanishing or going away, our body returns to our normal solution. The chronic stress situation and tense seems like it has never gone. Our body is in a constant alert, even though there is no reaction or no reason for this. Excuse me, no reason for this. So when stress becomes bad for ourselves, it becomes when it appears in situations where there is no real danger or we think there might be a danger. Well, it doesn't make sense when the stress exists because there is nothing to fear about or there is nothing to confront. And it becomes bad for ourselves when we imagine the danger or we imagine the confrontation. Even though the real danger does not exist, in these situations our body reacts with whatever we call physical symptoms of stress, and our body is prepared to confront the danger. Surely, the more we feel likewise, the more stress overwhelms our lives, becoming a bigger and bigger problem because our body is trying to confront a fear or a danger that it does not exist. It's not there. So our blood concentrates the muscles. Our breath is very quick. Our eyes are having a wide perspective, and our muscles are ready to react, and our internal organs are lacking blood because their blood is supplying the muscles and so on, so forth, and so forth. Meaning that we are trying to confront a danger that it's not there. And if that happens a lot, then we have clinical symptoms on our body. So when there is no risk exposure, and then where the situation does not contain any danger, or the anxiety is present without any particular reason, then the stress becomes pathogenic, and we have to work with it. So what about working stress? When the individual feels that his personal strengths are not adequate to help him or her to anticipate the significant demands, then we are starting to experience stress, according to Richard Lazarus. A stress factor is considered any significant factor that provokes stress in a given moment. So, a stressogonic factor is a factor that makes us feel that there is a danger and we have to react in a specific moment. So, stress is a reaction that happens when we excessively react in mild stressful incidents. Stress is also the result of the active interaction between the individual and the environment. And the work itself and our colleagues and our external or internal environment and the cohesion of the team and the unity of the goals. Stress is the result of all those things. A panic attack is a significant time period when we have a huge amount of stress, and there is a climax of incidents within few minutes, 10 or so. There is a tachycardia, heartbeat sense. There is a constant fear, and our breath is short, and there is a sense of suffocation, nausea, dizziness, and a very intense and stressful experience. And this is because the working anxiety is there constantly. And let me say once more that the stress is a phenomenon that exists. This is a state that exists when we are trying to do something and we are not sure that we can make it. We are not, we don't feel that we are able to fulfill the task up to the level we want to. And that ends, this accumulation of stress ends to a panic attack, which is very common the last few years in the working places, because the pathogenic factors are more and more and more significant and happen quite a lot, quite often. Well, the work-related stress describes our unhealthy physical and emotional reactions when we feel that our workplace pressure overcomes our ability to anticipate effectively and to achieve our goals up to the level we want to. And there is a model of Yerkes and Dodson. We say that um, there is a line that defines the course of stress. Well, we have two or three stages. Three stages. In the first stage, there is a positive pathogen, stressogonic factor, and in this stage, in this course of line, the individual fears that it will not make it, but he knows how to do his job, and he has all the right accessories to do. And up to an extent, this kind of stress is positive because we know what to do, we know how to do it, and there is a stressogonic factor that pushes there to achieve a goal. In the second phase, where is where the individual has doubts regarding his ability to reach the goal. And here is where the bad symptoms of stress starting to appear. And in the third phase, there is the burnout. The person, the individual, is persuaded that it's not able to fulfill the goal that was assigned to him or to her. And the stressful stimulus, the pathogenic factor, continues to exist. And the individual cannot confront it. So there is a wide and constantly occurring stress, working stress. So this is a graphic appearance of the stress and the performance and the arousal of the stress. And the important thing is to know what to do and how to do it and have enough time to do it. And when we know what, how, and with what we can accomplish our goal, then the performance, the stress has a positive, is positive. But ever since we have a lack of time or lack of know-how or lack of means to do what we have to do, then the stress is going downhill and gains a negative mark due to the fact that we don't know what to do exactly, we don't have the means, and we don't have the mind, the time to do that. So we feel that we will not make it, and that brings us in a state of stress, and where we have to confront, um, a danger that it is there or will be there sometime. So summarizing the different definitions that are published from time to time, it is apparent that work-related stress is a condition of employees' imbalance between the demands and the sources that are available to us. It is expressed with his or her estimation that the condition he anticipates or she anticipates significantly aggravates or even overcomes his mental stock, resulting in his body being led to hypertension condition and putting his mental balance into danger, meaning that stress has to be confronted. If we manage our time, know what to do, and have the means to do that. Otherwise, the stress is turning around and it might turn to burnout or it might turn into a panic attack or so on and so forth, resulting severe impacts to our health. One of the most important scientific contributors is Maslach and later, who defined stress as the inability of the person to fulfill his task and job. And they focus mostly on the educators and health staff. And they realized that there could be a positive or a negative value to stress according to the means, the scope, and the time that we have in order to achieve our goals. Types of work-related stress is what puts a plus mark on stress is it appears when there are increased responsibilities or responsibilities for a significant time frame, and it can improve the employee's effectiveness. Um, Positive stress is connected with target achievement, which is combined with stress achievement. And of course, on the other hand, there is the interaction stress. It appears mainly when um, delays occur, postpones, or cancellations, meaning that there is time insufficiency or inability to manage our time um, accurately. It is connected with a postpone of cancellation of a target. Factors in the workplace that also worsen stress is non-collaborating colleagues, supervisors, or subordinates, increased job position, for instance, temporary employees, prejudice existence concerning sex, age, race, nationality, or religion, hostile environment, weaknesses in expressing efficiency, the individual's potentials and talents, and the potentially of a disastrous consequences of a minor mistake that we might do have. Also, the unpleasant or even dangerous working conditions, the natural factors such as lighting, nose, temperature, etc. Personal factors, alienation of sense, and family problems. These are all factors that worsen um, the stress, the underemployment, the inadequate task completion, the inaccurate work frame, the lack of recognition of reward, the inability to express or alter an opinion, and a set of responsibilities with minor potential to take initiatives. In any case, stress has to do with the fear of the unknown regarding our willingness or our capability to fulfill our task. If we lack the know-how, the means to do what we have to do, and the time schedule and the sufficiency of time, then stress appears, and it might end up to symptoms or states like nervous breakdown or a panic attack or a burnout, which we'll discuss in a few minutes in the next session. Thank you for being here.